Okay, let's see how much further we can get on this evening. Do another maybe hour session. Oh, this ceiling wall is almost done. Is this actually sectioned? Oh, it's just the very top bit, is it? Atrium ceiling wall. Atrium wall. Okay, so this is the atrium wall. So this isn't going to do. But the top bit might. So is that all the way around? It is. It's all the way around. Okay, so we're actually really close to... Oh, it'll just be this bit up here, probably. Should probably do the alcove ceiling as well. We'll do too much more around the rest of it. Guess we just do the tops of everything, just to polish it around. And then ideally, after we get this atrium ceiling wall done, which I don't actually know what's still required for that. Because I thought we did a good job of going around to get the inside angle on things, but maybe not. Because this atrium wall bit, I assume, goes all the way to the floor. Yep. Oh, we can at least do the top part of it, eh? On. Yeah, we'll do each of the alcoves. Concerns me slightly around this bit here. The fact that I know that there's a bit of a lip there. Whether or not the turbo will be enough to conquer it, we will find out. Similar angle on these things too, looks like. Yeah, there's a bit of a beveled edge there. Okay, what about you? Are you the alcove ceiling, are you? I think you are. I don't think you're the atrium ceiling. So there must just be bits on this atrium ceiling wall that aren't quite done. Even though it looks very close to being done. Well, as we go around with the atrium wall, we may encounter areas that we spot need to be gone over again. This is also very tough grime over in this part of the area. Maybe if we jump up onto this, we get a little bit of extra height. Means we're technically a little bit closer to our target. Every little bit helps sometimes. Just do a little bit of an overlap technique here, so like half of it is technically covering a part that we've just gone over. Just to help blitz away anything that's stuck around from the first pass. Even then we still miss bits. It's actually really ingrained. Okay. I mean, at least it's not mold, but feels pretty close. It's bits like that that stop things from completing, that's for sure. Especially when you can't get close enough to be able to really tell the difference. Is the atrium wall all one big piece? Because that's a pain. Could you not split it into 4 at least for each facing of the wall? No, it's all one. Whatever. That's tiresome. I hate it just because it means it doesn't narrow down anywhere that you should be looking for bits that you haven't quite done yet. It's just a pain in the ass, really. Like, there is a corner. Could you not use that corner to distinguish between the pieces, please? Yeah, this stuff is tough. I also don't know how much of it is actually just the wall texture again, because we've been fooled by that before. I mean, if you go over it again, or if you shoot the red nozzle at it, and it still doesn't shift, then you know that it's just texture. Let's just do a rough rinse of the top section again, in the hopes of getting a ding from it. Come on, atrium ceiling wall, what's your problem? I even did a bit of turbo prior to attacking you properly. Just a big flash of orange from most of the map. I'm gonna guess that there's just lots of little bits that aren't quite done, and it's going to be a pain to get them to register. And it's entirely possible that it is in the bits that we thought we had turboed enough before, but we weren't actually quite good enough. It's probably not going to be the bits that are front and center, it's probably going to be the bits up in the corners. I mean, if we have to just move on, so that way we can do some tab spam without blinding ourselves to everything else, then so be it. I'd really not want to do that, but that might just be what we have to do. Like, is this map not hard enough without you making it really hard to clean bits? or to have bits not register as being clean. Basically just going to have to turbo over the whole thing, in which case, well, we may as well have done that in the first place. So then we just waste a ton of time. There's little bits right along the top here, I see. So maybe it's at the ceiling joint instead. Because I haven't really paid close attention to the ceiling joint, I think. There we go. Gut instinct pays off. So this is technically the alcove wall, not the atrium wall. Atrium wall... Okay, different atrium wall. Good, it doesn't go all the way around. Just looks like it because they're at similar states. Where's that pillar? Get in the corner. This gives me a little bit of a better angle for the bottom of this section. Wrong way. Oops. That one. There we go. Rotate. Get in behind that separately, that's fine. Peekaboo. Okay, so that's the top bits of all the atrium walls, I think. Oh, except for this bit. So, I think these pillars are the next thing we should probably do, to be honest. %. Nice. Probably stand on one of these pillars to get the top angle there, to be honest. I don't want to just look straight up at it because there's lips at the top. So we need to get a bit of an angle on them. And the more glancing an angle you have, the less powerfully it cleans anyway. So we expect it to just be the bottom of the pillar now. Nice. Good. Didn't make me hunt for that. Thankfully there's no ore or anything on it. Let's just stand up here to get a good angle on top bit. May as well just do the top of all of them, to be honest. Should probably have done that beforehand when I was getting the bits around the outside, really. Should have done these as well. Right, and now go over this side or something in order to get this part. And same over here, we'll just work our way down. Doing the side to side actually seems to work pretty well. And I bet it doesn't even matter that I'm paying this much attention to the top of it, it'll probably just ding when I'm halfway done half the face of the bottom of it anyway. And now we do the bottom. I'm not even sure whether or not 54% is any change to what I was at before. There we go. There's one. Now we'll work our way back around. We'll have another one here. And then we'll probably do like the rear entrance perhaps. Maybe we just finish off doing all of the interior walls and stuff first. Get rid of the gnome from inside again, since I found out that I couldn't stand on him without sliding around everywhere. Looked like we had some extra murals on the inside, so it'll probably be kind of fun to clean those off and see what they are. There we are. Good. Yeah, you can't pick them up when you got an aim mode on. Get out of here. Pillar, you. Yeah, the rear entrance and pillar, I mean, that's not going to be on the time lapse, I'm fairly sure. I'd be surprised if they showed the back half of it. You know. Stranger things have happened. Ding. Alright. So, there's the atrium walls, there's the alcoves. I think maybe we do the alcoves before we do the atrium walls, which will include the murals. Okay, extra long just to get the extra power. There's like these window things here again, but there was nothing on the other side. It was just stone. It was like the person who did the interior thought, hey, we'll have some skylights here, but the person who did the exterior never looked. Probably do the ceiling before I do the walls, technically, but it's like a weird seam there. It's not quite cleaning properly. Smooth jazz time. Wish there was a little like dais or something to stand on so I could get a little bit of height. Make it a bit easier to clean the ceiling. Drive my van in here would be handy. Just stand on top of it. It's stone, it'll be fine. What is this trying to demonstrate? That looks interesting. The red double-headed PowerWash. At least by doing the alcove bits, I should get some things. Should feel a little bit better. Feels like making progress. Seriously? What have I missed then? I mean, these are all like embossed, so there's probably bits that I've missed on the other side. Like I was saying, bits that I've missed on the other sides of them. There we go. I mean, when it's that obvious, can't really be mad. Valuable lesson. Always look at things from different perspectives. Only then will you find the truth. I was kind of hoping the upper walls would be separate. Not that they have been for anywhere else, so kind of wishful thinking, but... Standing back to try and get an angle on the top, because again there's a little bit of embossment, which means that there's an angle, and because we don't have anything to stand on, we're not going to be able to get it ourselves. So I guess we can turbo the crap out of it instead. And hope that that works. Still looks like there's a black line along the top there. Yeah. Now, is this too far away? Maybe. It shows that it's hitting, but I'm not sure if it's actually cleaning. Slow enough, perhaps. I mean, we can hope that it doesn't matter. We do a good enough job on the rest of it, hopefully it won't matter. Half stains on this side of things, jeez. The ones upstairs weren't this bad. They also weren't, you know, didn't have the same sort of embossed border, so they were a bit easier. Never mind. I guess these murals are more important. Is it even cleaning? It's algae, dirt, streaks, and grime. Okay. At least it's not barnacles? Or mold? But we're gonna have to go slowly over these. I can already see that this is the Ferris wheel. So that's cool. Okay, let's take it slow. Even going this slowly, I can see that I've left bits behind on the top. There's the Helter Skelter. So this is just a fairground in general, this mural. And there's a couple of unicorns on poles to depict carousel. There's the Helter Skelter, there's the fortune teller's wagon here. I wonder if it's like some sort of pig Latin-y thing, because like, it's almost like Ferris wheel, but it's got one too many letters. Or is that meant to be for the wagon? I don't know. Hard to say. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. I'm fairly sure someone's already done the translations online, so if I remember, I might link it in the description. So was I meant to do this in multiplayer? Because there's a lot of people pictured, but that was just me. Nice. Mural frame. Hopefully. Yep, good. The wall trim, I assume, goes all the way around all three sides. What other ones were there that haven't been covered yet? There's some more, like, houses and vehicles. There was the temple. There was the treetops. Oh, this looks like it might be the carousel. No? What's this then? What is that? Oh, it's a top-down view of the stunt plane. That makes sense. I love this sort of reminiscing of what you've done. It's a great way to recap. What do we think this one is? So we've got a railing. Oh, that'll be the subway because the mosaics. So it's got like the two tunnels with the mosaics, presumably. Oh, this is the washroom. I don't know if they both are, but there's the washroom. Oh, that's a funny image. Brilliant. Because that also did have mosaics, but didn't have like a... Oh, because that's the track, so yeah, it's the subway and the washroom, I think. Unless there's something else that is more conclusively the subway on the other side, then we're just going to assume that that's correct. There's no prizes for guessing, but... Nice. Cool, I think that's everything in here. Then we've got atrium floor. It's all one big floor, so we're not going to get anything bonus by doing the alcove first. You'd think they could have alcove floor. You've already had the separate ceiling in the walls, but whatever. It's very stubborn stains on this. We can do the alcove floor separately for our own peace of mind. Especially when there's like a little mosaic or something here. Some sort of design. I kind of appreciate having larger features that are more forgiving to not having to do everything in order to have them complete, but I'd really prefer it if the separate design bits got a little bit of special treatment. Well, this could be alcove floor trim, and then the paved bits here could be the alcove floor, and then you've got alcove floor design. Just saying. I like that we're over halfway. That is good. It's taken us a while to get here, and it'll take us even longer to get any further, but it's a start. Take the short extension off if we're just going to be looking straight down like this. The fact that I just know that it's all just one big atrium floor makes it almost too easy to be too lax about getting good coverage. But at the same time, I really don't want to have to come back around and spray over random bits to try and get it to ding, so we want to be as exhaustive as we can. Then we'll just end up with an absurd bit where we're staring at a massive patch of grime and it suddenly goes ding and clears away. But that's fine. I'd rather that than go hide and seek. On the centerpiece bit. It doesn't seem to be on the floor section at least, it's just on the centerpiece. At some point we're going to have to make a decision on whether or not we do the easy stuff first, or whether or not we chip away at some of those harder bits. Well, let's do the other alcove first. This time we know to do this angle on all of the embossed sections first, before we go to the other side and spray back the other direction. Even better, just need to basically look straight up at these things. Just follow them along. Okay, now let's jump on this lip. Because it did feel like the extra tiny bit of elevation, as immaterial as it may seem, did seem to help, even on the bits further away. Questionable farting clam design again. That's what it looks like to me. There we go. First time that time. Once again, atrium alcove wall. Not going to complete until we do the whole thing, but work our way around down to at least this section here. Once again, get a bit of distance to do along there, so we're getting the edge. And once again, we might have to go back up to the statue plinth in order to get the top edge of that frame section. If it doesn't ding for us, then that will probably be why. We should probably just try without first and see whether we really need to. So we might have been overreacting slightly. And if we stand up here, we can see the top of that one, sort of. Why am I getting stuck on crying out loud? Every now and then it just stops me jumping. Rather than just spraying indiscriminately, this is probably a more refined approach. Right, no, we still needed at least a short extension, I think, didn't we? Jump, thank you. Now, what's this one going to be? Oh hey, 60%. There we go. Cal here, there's no chance of getting near the volcano's rim, but I've spotted something weird. I'm going for a closer look. Is that wise? It's an abandoned mobile mining drill and it's broken to the magma chamber itself. Oh, it's Mr. Blake Thrust again. Dirty old tricks. Don't know what he was doing. Operation likely destabilized the place. What has the mayor done? I don't think it's the mayor. That's the thing. Everyone seems to blame the mayor for everything. What's this place? Oh, this is like the forest cottage or whatever, wasn't it? I think that had really tall ceilings. Oops. Oh no, this is a treehouse, sorry, because it's got the canopy over the top. Or maybe it's meant to be both. I think it might be meant to be both. It's the forest cottage and then it's like the treehouse in behind. There should probably be like the shoe house as well in that case. Because that was in the same sort of setting, like in the wooded area. And in fact, there it is. That's the top of the shoe house. At least I think so. It's just, I think it's just stylized. Because those hexagonal windows, I'm sure, was what that had. The grime on the mural is really tough sometimes. There we go. Got there in the end. The frame still hasn't dinged. Oh, it was the whole section. Okay, it's not just the bit around the outside like it is for the side bits. Okay. I think we finish off these and the alcove floor. What I'm choosing to call the alcove floor, because they haven't actually sectioned it up. And then we'll probably call it a night, I think. 60% is good going. I'm pretty happy with that. You will be the fishing boat, because that was called the Pelican, I seem to remember. That was recent enough that I can remember that. So what does that leave for the last one? I think. Any other like miscellaneous vehicles perhaps that we've done? Not sure. Sure, if I thought for long enough then I'd probably remember, but that sounds far too mentally taxing. Oh, it's the temple, of course. Ding. Nice. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Great song to finish with, though I might not actually finish with it. The problem with cleaning fords like this is you do lose track of if you've missed bits, because it's just got the spray all in the way. It's probably better to do an up-down like this so then I'll see if there's anything rather than walking over it. Pretty tough stuff over here too. This will be the last section that I do, just match it up to the other side. Another one that sounds like it could be from Star Wars. I forget how much I actually did on the other side. Whether or not I finished off these, like, triangles as well. Not sure. I'd like to go up to as far as the centerpiece, basically. I think I maybe didn't go as far as this on the other side. What? First order of business next time will be to do the rest of the walls before we do anything further on the floor. But I figure since I've done the alcove areas, I may as well do just the bits in front of those. Basically on the wishful thinking that it should really have been a separate feature anyway that I'd have completed, but it's not the case, sadly. There we go. Just finished off those bits. And now we'll work to make it match. Right, so that's that side, and then moving across. Yeah, once again, we've got the ore starting to creep in over there. Hey, we kind of got part way there on this side. There we go. And time to the end of the song. Perfect. Right, that will do for now. That is looking a little bit cleaner. We're making good progress. We've got the statue done, we've got the alcoves done, we've seen all of the murals now, I'm fairly sure. We've been able to retell our story so far of how we got here. Oh, hi Scaffold, you're in my way. I missed it the first instance that the van is actually being carried by the fire helicopter. I assumed we just came here on the helicopter. You couldn't have landed over here? Just wondering. Anyway. Progress. We'll finish the rest of the walls on the inside, do like the walls, floor, well, centerpiece, and then we'll work our way around the outside again, finishing with the entrance. And yeah, that's probably going to take a very long time. It'll certainly take a lot longer than I'm going to spend on it today. Tomorrow morning we may pick this up again. We may not finish it. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.